Hello, welcome back to Snowrunner. Tonight, as promised, we are going to start a new map. This map is called Oplam. Oplam by Gene Lunke, aka, for those of us that know him, Chester. This is his first mod map approved for console, and I have not looked at any of it yet. I figured we would all start looking at it together. Sergey, Steve, Mike, welcome in. Hope you guys have had a good evening. So let's read the description here. It says, welcome to Oplam. Filled with dense forests and a large river, this region also contains a small village and port, which are the main commercial centers of the area. However, constant floods and earthquakes create an unfriendly experience for workers, which delays construction of bridges, roads, and buildings, such as houses and the trailer store. Luckily, we have you to do these 8 contracts and 6 tasks. This region has 2 maps, Port and Zigzag River. This is a vanilla-like mod map of mini-map series. Report any issues and fix them as quickly as possible. All right, so let's start that one, and we're going to put it right here. Brian, how are you doing? Nice to meet you. Gonna be working and watching, Sergey? All right, mostly lurking. That's fine. All right, looks like we start out at the garage and in a Hummer. That's not too bad. Not a bad start. We'll start out with the vehicle we're given and see where we go. Not sure if Chester will pop in tonight or not, because I don't know how he feels about having his stuff shown live, whether or not he's going to be slightly nervous about it or what. But I figured the world needs to see what Chester's capable of. I believe he's got it able to do some good work. So far, not too bad. Yeah, water's a little deep. Of course, it goes from the side and grabs something completely useless. No, not there. Have to do manual winching. And it's still going to give me something completely useless. Well, that one's stuck, so we'll go with it. Looks like we got a truck out in the water over here. Drive up to it, see if he gave it to us, or if we got to, look at that. Let's see what kind of condition she's in. Ooh, gearbox is looking a little rough, engine's a little rough, everything's a little rough. That's all right. Of course, these are mini maps, so you can see it's not real big. We got one watchtower here to the south of us. Looks to be the only watchtower. So let's get back in the Hummer and see if we can't get over to that watchtower. Ooh, I kind of like that. Parked for too long in that spot, you sink in a little bit. See what kind of cargo we got over here before we move on. I'm guessing all the wooden planks, it might be something to do with some wood. No, wrong button, wrong button. That button. Wooden planks, concrete blocks, service spare parts, only 2 left. Alright. 2 service spare parts and unlimited concrete blocks and wooden planks. Alright, looks like we found our first roadblock here. Critical rock slide. This rock slide needs to be cleared quick, or else the citizens won't be able to go from Wangener to the tunnel or the warehouse. Some tools to clear this out and something to keep the rocks away is all we need. Alright, let's see the details. What do we need? Service spare parts times 1. And we've got 1 drop-off point, and that's on the other side. Ooh, dirty tricks, dirty tricks. I mean, looks like you could probably come this way around and work your way through there. We'll know more here because we're going to climb up over the hill to get to the watchtower. So we will accept that. It does not clear up. Didn't clear up when you did it? Well, you know, that's why we do these things, and the goal here is to be able to give Chester some pointers and maybe help him out to improve his work. And we do not want to run anybody into the ground. We want to help him to get better. Oh. So if you do have something that could benefit him, you know, feel free to either leave in the comments here on the stream or send Chester a message yourself and let him know what kind of things you've encountered. There's a log trailer out here somewhere. There's the log trailer and the logging station. First time on this mod? Yep, this is the first time here. Haven't done anything with it yet. We're just checking it out, seeing where things go. You know, map's small enough that the tower pretty much opened up everything. The gateway to the port is over here. When the first map was released, before we had multiple versions of the maps, was played by a YouTuber with over 1 million subs. That's nice. That's one way to get it out there. So we've got a few things. There's another one over here. We'll run through it. We'll pick off these tasks as they show up here. Let's run into town. Played a few of his maps. Hope he's fixed the garage lock bug. I believe he said something about having found a way to get past that, but I'm not going to swear to it. Fuel station. Alright, interior aesthetics. My friend really likes his house to shine. He wants it to be perfect, which is hard as there's no shops near his house. So I have a trailer with a lot of decorations that will surely help him. Can you deliver them, please? Absolutely, we can. Just not right now. Still exploring. I mean, for a mini map, so far, I'm kind of liking what he's got going on for a layout here and everything. Again, we'll find out when I start doing some stuff how things work out. Show task. Wet oil. Being honest, the route plan to deliver the oil wasn't the best, and why our driver got stuck and only way out was by detaching the trailer. Now we rescue it from that swamp and finish the delivery. Could you help us? Gives us access to location, most likely the fuel station. All right, let's go to details and see where this thing's at. Oil tank trailer. Over there. So we've got to get it and get it over here. Okay, well, again, there's ways around it. Even if we have issues with the rock slide not clearing or the bridge not building, we can still manage to get around there. Just got to come this way around. Piece of cake. Not that hard. We'll get around it. All right. Activated that one. Oh, we got a tree in the road. Anybody got a grinder? We'll get them trees right out of the way. There's our bridge. We're definitely not just driving straight across it. Looks like Chester likes his rocks. Tried launching the Roadcraft editor, didn't even work today. Now you're just playing Sunken. There's a lot to do in Sunken. Alright, cargo management. Medium logs is all we got. There's our logging trailer. Also, for the record, for Chester, tell him I said this looks very nice. Oh, absolutely. Like I said, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section after the stream's over. I don't know if you can do comments during the stream separately, or if it just has the live chat. But yeah, feel free to leave some comments for him, and I'll make sure he gets them. That must be the drop-off point for the trailer. We already know we can't get through there yet. Back up over the top. Oof. And we're going to roll it. First flip of the map. And we landed on our feet. You know, we didn't launch the observation when we did this, did we? Few of his maps we played were visually very well made. Just the fact you couldn't bring out your own trucks to play with made it almost impossible to finish. Okay. And that was because of the garage bug. According to the YouTube timer, when this was loaded, you've been playing for over an hour. I have no idea. Nope, just started like 20 minutes ago. Okay, yep. Observation does not work. So that's something for him to work on. Again, nothing we can't get around. We don't really need the observations, but they're nice, visual. Let's drive over by this tunnel real quick. Yeah, it definitely looks like this tunnel's under some work. Deep water warnings is going down the road. That was definitely the better way to go than straight across. I didn't get no engine damage that time. Could grab that pay star. Oh, we'll get the pay star. It's got to get back to the garage so it can get fixed up anyhow. What do we got over here, dude? This is probably the trailer for the one task. Yeah, this is more of the interior aesthetic, so yeah, that's most likely the trailer I gotta pick up. Let's see if we can't hook on and pull the trailer out of here for right now. I mean, the trailer's only like 63 times bigger than a Hummer, right? So this should go smooth. We're just going to get it over here onto the forecourt of the garage. All right, let's see what we can do in the garage here. Truck storage. Looks like my trucks are all available, so I'd say he did fix the garage bug. So that's not too bad in and of itself. All right, we got to go down. Wet oil is the other half of that one. Broken road. So we've got to activate broken road. And then we'll have all of them on this map activated. Let's jump into the pay star here. See if we can get this back to the garage. Maybe. Maybe. Oh. Nah, she's in there pretty deep. She's gonna need to get towed out of there. That's all right. We will shut her down for right now. Back to the garage. Let's see what we can do to the old Hummer. Not much. We ain't got much cash, so no cash till we start doing some stuff. So go ahead down and take care of that broken road task. Get that activated. The little scene of the map seems good so far. Sure, there may be some issues, but what map doesn't? Exactly. I mean, look how long they've actually been making Snowrunner as a game, and Saber still has a lot of issues with their maps and their trucks. You've got to keep in mind, Chester's 14 years old. So he's done pretty good so far. Let's see this task. Broken road. The road near is broken. We don't know how that happened there, but what is sure is that we need to fix it, or at least to do something to improve the road. We'll have to take a momentary measure to control the situation as we're in an economical crisis. All right, details. Medium logs times 2. So we're going to make a little log road up here, apparently. Okay. We can make that happen. That looks to be our trailer right there that we got to pick up. We got a water tower that's broken. All right. So we'll go ahead and accept that. Didn't have my all-wheel drive on. It's the other end of the bridge. All right, let's head over to port and see what we can see. But can I bring them out and use them? Well, we'll find that out here in a minute. Let me go check right now. Not sure if he's got a garage on this map, so we'll go to the global map and we will move to the garage. Yeah, he's doing pretty good for being younger. All right, let's find. Of course, none of these trucks are going to have anything on them currently. We'll bring, not the sorry, the C500 out. Deploy. Yep, we are fully functional. So that's a good sign right there in and of itself. That means that he is taking into, yeah, doing more at 14 than most people, you know? Yeah. But that's good because that means that when people have mentioned things to him, different problems they've had, that he's actually taking that stuff into account and doing what he can to deal with it. Oh, what's this? A water trailer? Potential trailer store? Maybe? Well, there's our tower. Looks like we're pretty much just going to have to climb the hill. Still no observation available. So far, looks good. Off to bed now. Is it get up early tomorrow? Try watch back later. All right. We'll talk to you later, Steve. Have yourself a good evening. All right. Yeah, I see the port's over here. We are on top of this hill. We're actually facing the main road down. Bring us in a small warehouse, stuck facility, stuck and dirty. I got a feeling that has something to do with what appears to be a white western star. Another water tower. We got a ramp flatbed trailer over here. Yes, I mean a 14-year-old made all of this on Snowrunner. So I would definitely say he has done a pretty fair job. So let's go down here and we'll get stuck and dirty activated. And it looks like the only task over here. Well, that and metal bridge. We'll get those two activated. And then it'll be time, I guess, to start seeing what kind of trouble we can get ourselves into with some real work. I like that the roads are easily drivable, but if you stop on them, you start sinking into the mud. I mean, that's a nice touch. All right, this is unbelievable. I'm a fisherman, and yesterday I found out that there was an old truck stuck in the swamp. Maybe if you bring it here, we can see what to do with it. But it can't stay there. All right. So he wants it brought up over here. And as a reward, we get the White Western Star. Fairly certain we are not pulling that out with the Hummer. But you know what? We're here. It's here. Let's give it a try. I mean, what can it hurt, right? Let's go bring it back to morning. It looks like, as typical with most SnowRunner maps, it gets dark early and gets light early. Okay. All right. Any bets? What are the chances of us pulling that thing out of there with the Hummer? She's got a flatbed on her, so she's useful as she is, if it doesn't have to get repaired first. I don't know what kind of damage it might have. Yep, 14-year-old made all of this. So, again, constructive criticism, guys. We don't mind a little criticism, but we want constructive criticism. Let's see now. See if I can pull it while sitting behind a tree. There's not too many trees for me to sit behind, though. This is the problem. Not liking my odds for winch points here. Especially not when they rip right out of the ground. I might have a slight issue myself. I mean, I wasn't real optimistic that the Hummer would be able to pull it anyhow. Go to the back. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I hate them stupid little bushes. Okay. Alright. Now let's release that. Try to get me out of here again. Starts. Hopefully, if he has time off from school this summer, he can work on more stuff. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm impressed. I'm satisfied with what I'm seeing so far. I'm also impressed that this Hummer is actually moving this truck. Of course, the Hummer is now stuck. We're going to have to unstuck the Hummer. Real. While new 16 volts is so sparky. Uh-huh. Yeah, who knew 16 volts was so sparky? Always remember, it's not the voltage that'll get you. It takes 1/10 of 1 amp to kill a person. So when you see signs that say danger high voltage, always ask, what's the amperage? Let's see now. Of course I'm too far forward. I'm on solid ground. That would have to be too far forward. Alright. Shorted off for a millisecond. There was an 1/8 of an inch ball of, I assume, a flame. Have this already done, know my stuff. Well, you know, you gotta try, right? They were hung up on a tree branch. Came in just in time for electrical safety advice. Hey, you can never have too much electrical safety advice. Come on, get off the tree. Chester, wasn't expecting this. I've been talking about doing it for a couple of days. Alright, let's see if this tree's too far away or not. Well, that Chester, I don't know what you did to this Hummer, but it actually pulled that truck out of there. I'm going to stop on this rocky portion here real quick while I check the map and make sure that I'm going in the right direction. Did not mean to disconnect the winch. I'm just hitting the wrong buttons. Alright. It looks like I need to take a right, go over here, and then head up. Alright. Let's reconnect. Probably beat it in one episode. Maybe. I mean, it's a mini map, so. Yeah, we're not going between them. Let's back her up a little bit. Try to go over here to this side. Chester, we are one of very few people who have ever tried making a map in this. Yeah, I mean, when you look at how many different maps are out there, as opposed to how many different names there are for the map makers, not too many people have done them. Whoa! For how long did you think it was there? Anyways, I think you can... The truck, I don't need it. Alright, well, we might need to throw a few more words in there to make some complete sentences. I believe I should say, anyways, I think you can have the truck, but that's alright. Okay. Let's jump in there and see what we got. She's in halfway decent shape. Got the pesky highway tires on her. No all-wheel drive. Oh, yeah. Alright, well, where do we gotta go? Got the metal bridge over here. This trailer down here. And the gateway's over there. Alright. So we're going to leave the Western Star here for right now. Let's shut her down. We'll go activate the southern task here at the metal bridge. One mission is bugged, by the way. That's all right, Chester. I'm sure you'll get it figured out. Couldn't fix it because, well, the story. Water management. All right. We got water should we need it. Well, the good news is that both the metal bridge and the trailer store aren't bugged. Hey, Adam, how you doing? Hey, Chester, nice looking map. Good job. All right, metal bridge. The road will be finished when this bridge is done. We have to do it quick, as many people want to use it. Our workers are ready. We just need the materials. Can you help us? Details. 1 metal beams, 2 concrete blocks. All right. I think we could probably help with that. Oh, I should be using my new account. Now that we've got our exploring done, and we've got all the tasks activated, I think it'll be time for us to go start actually working on some of this stuff. Yeah, that's a nice looking house. I wouldn't mind living there. Ah, Dean Lukowski. There we go. Much better. Need to get the little rock crawler truck out here and pick them rocks up off the road. All right. That's one extra subscriber. Well, thanks. Appreciate it. This guy's much nicer than Chester. Hello, Travis. Welcome in. Welcome in. Second house looks a bit drafty. Yeah, just a little. Well, that wasn't sloped nearly as much as I thought it was. We definitely got to get some logs over there for that one. All right. We need to get the International out of the spot it's in. We got to be able to get the White Western Star back here, so I think that might take priority, getting the White Western Star back. I don't know. Kenworth C500, very nice truck. Yes, I like it. It's very capable. The only thing I don't like is got the little mud flaps under the front bumper. They made those pretty solid. Like a lot harder than they should be. So if you hit something with them, it brings you to the stop. How many missions have I completed? I haven't done any of them yet. I was just in the middle of scouting. All I've done so far is scout the maps. Well, I did do the I did do the one getting the White Western Star taken care of. So I guess I did do one. Managed to pull that thing out of the water with the Hummer. That was right about where you came in. No. No. Even though she runs, she's just a little knackered. Ooh, she's in there. As you can see, the maps are small. However, getting out of school tomorrow, we will be making a 4-map region. Oh, all right. Let's see if I get me on a little more solid ground here. See if I'll still be able to reach it. To introduce a system where you rope or chain a stuck vehicle, and you can still use your wind elsewhere. Yeah, that would be cool. Hmm. Oh yeah, she's in there good. I mean, if you look at the back tires, they're frame deep. Am I on hard mode? No, I am not. Let's try something a little different here. Probably gonna end up pulling it over and then I'll end up recovering it back anyhow. I want to see about using this dock as a blockade. And, oh, it won't read. Just doesn't quite read. Okay. Well, let's try to get it from the backside. See if we can pull it backwards. Keep in mind, this thing's also as vanilla as it can get. I haven't done anything to it. Imagine in real life you got the weight, lack of traction, plus suction of the mud that's twisting frames and breaking chains. Yeah. Any upgrades on this mod? I have not seen any. I can't really tell if it looks like it's moving any or not. No, I think we're gonna have to do the old recover thing to get it out of that hole. Wrong truck. That's the truck I was gonna do that to. Alright, let's Yeah, just flipped it on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Range. Dislock. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. And it's out. It's stuck, but it's out. All right. That's okay. We don't mind that. We're going to try to drive it back. We just got to get on some solid ground. Because highway tires in mud holes. Reaches 500 subs, be able to enable donations, membership, and other wealthy businesses. And entertain hundreds more. How can you send me some help on my streaming? Yeah, I just gotta get them subs up there. We're at, last I checked, 121. Well, if Chester subbed with his other account here, that would make 122. Set up PayPal and other things like Patreon. I have not looked into Patreon at all. I don't know really anything about it. Well, oh, come on, don't tell me I got out of that big hole and I'm stuck here now. Ko-Fi, etc. 122. Vanilla like that equals hard. Let's see now. Now that's probably not going to do me much good. I don't know. She may need some help getting out across this part. Let's go get her some help. He's got to get her up out of that friggin' river. Ever ride in a tanker truck when it's empty? Even with air chairs, it beats snot out of it. Oh yeah, I can tell you that. Probably shooting the reverse thing a bit early, but maybe not. Wow, what in the world did I get stuck on? I got her stuck on something, didn't I? Oh, 53-foot reefer trailers, air ride, truck and trailer. Never pulled a reefer, I was mostly dry van. It's try to get it a little more this direction. And let's bring some daylight around. Oh yeah, she's hooked on something in there. What'd you put under that water, Chester? Yeah, I don't know what she's hooked on, but she's definitely gonna have to go back the easy way. We tried. Found something in the water I didn't like. Alright, let's see what we can do here. I got a whole $5,100. Tires. Cheapest ones are, well, 49. Nice full air on the cab. On back hinge in front. All right, well, looks like we're going to throw some $4,900 tires on here. All right, let's swap the fuel tank out for now. We don't need that until we can get some money. So we are going to take that off. We're going to sell that to get some cash. And I think currently what we're going to need, what do we get for that? 5,300. Throw a sideboard bet on there. Backed by Airlines to trailer. All right. Only one logging mission? Yeah, that's the one for fixing this road right here. So we're going to swing by here because that's where we get our service spare parts for the critical rock slide. We get that open. Then we can actually come down here and get our, grab the trailer. Yeah, that would be 2 trips, but could be worth it. All right, anyhow, let's go get this rock slide taken care of here. We can pull the trailer along with it. Well, those trailers don't like to pull real easy. We won't pull it. We'll do it with a Scout later. So let's critical rock slide, start tracking. I bet she gets across that water now okay. It was super easy, don't worry. Look at that. See? Get some good tires on her. It goes right through it. Love it for a buddy once. It was a relatively older freight shaker. Solid cab. Damn, passenger seat was solid. About a half padding. Seattle to Las Vegas. He asked me why I took the bus home. That's great. I had a buddy of mine, he took his wife with him once in the truck and she kept playing with the airlift on her seat, up and down, up and down. He kept having to pull over to let the air recharge in the system because she'd bleed it all off playing with the seat. Cargo management. Look at that. Piece of cake. Right through there like it was nothing. little different now. Gaming laptop, auxiliary air conditioning, and a pull-out desk. Beds, Wi-Fi. Ooh. Well, that's all right. I got more where that came from. That's only one tire now. Cargo management. Put them in the truck. Put them in the trailer. Some of the trucks today, if you're single, no point bothering with a house. Yeah, no doubt. No such thing as a setback for that. I mean, I lost one tire. I got 5 more. That's not a problem. Connect through your cell phones? Yeah. Yeah, we've had Michael in there streaming with us a few times, so. I used to have a little mobile internet device way back in the day when I was driving that I ran it plugged into my laptop while I ran an extension from the laptop up into the skylight of my truck so that I get the best signal out of it. And that works pretty good for, I mean, I didn't use it for gaming, but I used it for streaming videos and stuff that I was watching. See, and at least the flat tire is not one of my steers. And we made it around that creek. Look, wasn't even there. Sorry, I had to take my eyes off the road for a second. Every year, this time of year, I get ants decide they want to do an exploratory mission into the house, which you'd think they'd have a better queen because when her explorers don't come back, you'd think she would stop sending them in this direction. I'll see about 30 or 40 of them every year. I kill them all off, and then I don't see them anymore until the next spring. I just had one crawling across on me, and it's like, well, now that's just stupid because that's just asking to die. And if I don't get him, the dog does. He likes to eat ants. Sounds like every other queen. Well, Zero, I don't know exactly where you're from, but if you have a queen, I hope she didn't hear that. Don't have one. When I get one, she won't be able to find her cat history. Well, that's good. Got used to roadcraft, about to put sand in the swamp. I know, you just keep thinking, man, what I could do with, sand truck and a paver, bulldozer, rock crawlers, things I could do here. It's taking the same thing. Got to reverse the brainwashing. There we go. Come on. Don't let that rock stop you. It's a little rock. Literally dreamed of sanding roads last night. It's good for your character. It's addictive. That it is. It's definitely addictive. I guess it would help if I was tracking this, huh? After we drop this first load off, we'll swing in the garage and fix that flat tire, top off the fuel. Cargo managed. Unload. Oh, see, now we definitely got to do some repairs. Don't look like I lost another tire, though. Just got a lot of damage to it. That's like me. I keep hitting circle for my parking brake, which is why I kept detaching the winch earlier. Look at that, good as new. By the way, the road doesn't repair after completing the task. Well, that's all right. As long as you know it's a problem, you know what you can work on when you get a little bit more practice under your belt. No matter how long you've had a map out, you can always go back and work on it later. Maybe I shouldn't have gone this way. Map was uploaded all the way back May 1st. Time goes fast. Yep. Well, Chester, I'm just kind of hoping that other people will see this map and that they'll want to give it a shot themselves. Even if there being a few little hiccups here and there, again, nothing that you don't get even from the folks at Sabre. Look at how many hot fixes they have to put out on stuff. How many they've already had to put out on Roadcraft. Over the years, all the ones they've done for Snowrunner. They got all kinds of money backing behind them and stuff. Even they still have the problem. I like it because the level that it's at, you don't need to have big heavy mod trucks to do anything. You're able to go through with the vehicles that you provided on the map and get things done. I mean, if I felt like towing the White Western Star all the way back, I could have done that with the Humvee. The mud's certainly convincing. Yeah, I mean, it looks good. The overall map looks really good. Wise words. Yep, I really think if you keep at it, that you'll be able to do some really good stuff in the future. At least it doesn't have spring-loaded samurai ice Doritos. Yeah, no ice Doritos. Dragging rocks in front of the wheels. Completing the concrete bridge contract that makes trips 2 times faster. All right. Is that for the bridge down there on the south end of the map? I think it's the south end of the map. Back in the olden days, they used to give us money for top mods. Olden days. Gotta say, I like your logo you got on there, Chester. That's a nice logo. The JL. Yep. Your Country Life map won an award. It was your first map homework. So a week's paycheck. Yeah, congratulations, Michael. Thank you. That's why I continued making them over the years. Well, you've done some nice work, Mike. Definitely made some challenging maps, that's for sure. I gotta say, the one thing I am noticing here that I am happily pleased about is the extreme lack of tree stumps. Alright, cargo management. Broken road. That should make the job for a bit till they fully finish it. But we did the part of our job. 200 XP, 2400 cash. Oh, look at that. That road looks perfect. I don't know what anybody would have to complain about. I mean, look, I could drive around it just fine. It's not going to bother me at all. Until I hit maybe that on the other side. Now we're going to get this logging trailer staged up here so we can get ready to go back to the trailer store when the time comes. Alright, detach the trailer. Let's shut our engine now for a quick second. Oh, we have construct a concrete bridge. Wow, there's quite a bit of stuff necessary here. Metal beams, other map, medium pipes, other map, concrete blocks. Up there, service spare parts is up there. All right, we'll accept that. That looks like that first part will be a good job for the Atom and its 3-slot bed. Metal beams times 2, medium pipes times 1. So that's another 6 slots. For some contracts, you've got to complete others first. Yeah, I noticed there were 2 of them that were locked out here. House on the coast. Got to complete crane failure. And trailer store. Also complete crane failure. So I almost wonder if it's not worth it to do crane failure first, so that way I have all of them open and available. What's crane failure need? Service spare parts times 1, metal beams times 1, and deliver to the port's water tank 318 gallons / liters of fuel, of water. Gives us warehouse access. That might be the one to do first. So we'll do that one. Again, it looks like the first part of it will be a good job for the Atom. Let's see now. Let's go to global map. Let's go over here to the port. Small warehouse. I think it's going to have our metal beams. Yes. Yes. And service spare parts times 1. So I don't even have to go all the way to the top to get them. All right. And metal bridge. With metal beams times 1, concrete blocks times 2. But I can grab the concrete blocks and bring them with me for this one. Go back in here. To unlock both containers, both pipes, and some concrete, you have to do crane failure. Yeah, I was kind of looking at that. Truck storage. Atom. $8,400. So we'll leave the Atom tires. Frame add-ons. We have the long flatbed. $6,000. Atom is a beast. Yes, yes it is. Yeah, looks like we're going to go with the flatbed. Don't really have any money for anything else, so I'll leave it there. Unless I can put a snorkel on it. Snorkel might be a good idea because there is some water to cross. Hey, Cameron, how you doing? Morning where you're at, huh? It's about 7:40, 7:38 in the evening here. Not that button, this button. 6 a.m. on the map. Somehow it's always 6 a.m. Time to atomize the workload. Did that to MJ Haggis last night. It was 10 a.m. for him and 7 p.m. for me in Australia. Ah, Australia, huh? Yeah, I think MJ's a little bit closer to you than what I am. MJ's 5 hours ahead of me. Upside down land. All right. Cargo management. We need some concrete blocks. ×2. Have to go now. Have a nice night, and if you can please tell me your feedback. It's complete the region. Oh, absolutely, man. Guys, like I said, you know, after it's all said and done, I don't know if you can do a separate comment during the stream, but after the stream, if you have any constructive criticisms or compliments, changes that maybe he might need to make, suggestions, you know, feel free to add that into the comment section after the stream, and that way he can see it and he can know what kind of stuff you guys like and don't like, and gives him an idea of where to go. Constructive criticism, more concrete. It said my truck was too big. I don't know. Looks like my truck worked out just fine as it was. We'll get these swung around and dropped off over here. Michael says, take care and good job. I still really like that house. I mean, I could live there. You got the nice front porch. You can sit out there and watch traffic. Got the woods out in the backyard. Separate garage. I'd probably turn the garage into a wood shop or something. We're going to start tracking that so that I can drop these off. Got to be sweet to the owners of the house. Unless they impose noise regulations. Yeah, don't be rolling by these folks with your Jake brake, man. They don't want to hear that. Livingston County and your other modern maps have a lot of houses with detailed yards. Those people are Karens. Bring on the Jake brake. It's funny that even all the way over in Australia, Karen is a thing. Gotta take the scenic route. Know some good carriers. You feel for them if their name is soiled. Bobby, hi, how you doing? Life made you late. You watch back the first part later. All right, that's okay. You're never late. You're always on time. As long as the stream's still going, right on time. Cargo management. That'll be. All right, I need one more for this bridge. And we'll have that done. Then we'll get the crane thing handled, which I believe was 2 metal beams and 1 service spare parts. Something like that. I think having this bridge and then the concrete bridge handled will definitely make life easier. I'm loving the distinct lack of tree stumps. Look at that, even got a cup seat. Nice. Well, thanks for the help. This strong metal bridge will help all the locals. Here's your reward. 420 XP, 4,700 cash. Alright. Now we're doing the crane one before we do the concrete one. Let's make it fit. Tree stumps and good roads go together. Look at that. How easy of a trip that is. Even if you got to get over here, because this stretch is pretty simple. Alright. Oh, I need to be in there. Gotta go here. We're work on crane failure first. Start tracking. We have one metal beam, one service spare parts, 318 gallons of water, or liters, depending on your measurement. I believe I've got everything on my game set for gallons, so I don't know if it fits with the mod maps or not. I would assume it does, but we all also know what assuming can do. Hey, looky here. I have a trailer that I can put water in. Yeah, I got one of my co-workers, he watches a lot of the VODs. I don't know if he's actually caught any of the live streams yet, because he's not the most tech-savvy guy, and he's been having some issues trying to figure out how to be able to talk in the chat and everything. I try to explain it to him, but it's hard when we're at work. Because, well, we're at work and we're not supposed to be watching streams on TV or on our phones. But, you know, when we're trying not to get in trouble, it makes it a little more difficult to explain it to him. Alright, we are going to drop the trailer here while I go pick this other stuff up. I need one service spare parts, one metal beams. Not that button. Beam, service spare part. Then we'll get our water trailer. Go throw some water in it. Not sure how many missions are going to need water, so we may as well just fill it right up. Fill it to the rim with brim. How many people remember that coffee commercial? Yeah, I think we're actually going to pull it around this way. Nope, I got a bush stuck in it. Ah, there we go. Not usually a good thing to have a bush stuck in. Oh, there actually is a logical order in which to do things. It makes life a little bit easier. We'll just fill her right up. Those are snug little turns for you. Glad to see something Snowrunner. Been watching and playing Roadcraft. Still like Snowrunner better. I try to do Snowrunner on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Got to remember where you got your start, you know. And I know there's some people out there that prefer the Snowrunner, and some people that prefer Roadcraft, and some people that like them both. Try to give the people what they want. Alright, cargo management. 1, 2. And then we'll get over here and get the water dropped off. Water management. Alright, so well done. Now the port's functioning like before. The warehouse is now available. 500 XP, $5,200 cash. What do we got in here? We have pipes, like both, likely just a learning curve. Yeah, there's a lot of similarities, but a lot of differences. The medium pipes, 3 concrete blocks, cargo containers, small pipes, oversized cargo, and medium pipes again. Alright. Metal bridge. We need concrete blocks times 2. Those and the service spare parts we'll grab from the other one, because the other map, because they're concrete blocks are unlimited over there, and there's one more there for the pipes. But I can get the medium pipes here. We'll grab this other trailer. We'll drop this thing off. We'll grab that trailer, and then I can get both of the metal beams on it. So, that. Management, pipes. I don't know how I'm going to get this trailer turned around once I get over there and get it loaded, but that's a problem for another day. At least another time. Haha. everybody's favorite trailer in the game, right here. Nobody's ever had problems with that. Alright, close that. Cut down the hill here to George's backyard. He won't mind, do you, George? Give him a little toot so he knows we came through. Because the tire tracks in his grass ain't going to be the dead giveaway. Probably the strongest endorsement you've seen. Oh, Roadcraft is better. It's the future. I've been playing Snowrunner for 5 whole years. I would almost say at some point in time in the future, I think Saber is going to come up with a way to combine the two. Service spare parts are unlimited here. Then I'll only need to get the concrete blocks from over there. So we'll go ahead and throw one of them on. We'll go to the trailer. Metal beams. Alright, we got us a full load here. Now we just got to get turned around. Think you're on the money? Alright. Let's see if I can get this thing turned around without getting it stuck now, because pretty much got swampland to turn around in. Already there, just need to add features from both and combine them a little better. Yeah, I agree. Nothing within range. Kind of brute force it around a little bit. Maybe let it simmer uncovered for 30 minutes. Of course, it goes after the little bush first. We still have multiple maps to go in Roadcraft. But we would be interested in trying to make something, but it's completely different. I said it earlier, Michael, I'm sure you will get it figured out. already adjust the way you think of maps on how bridges can go out, roads can be washed out, etc. So people can fill it all in with sand and build bridges. Go back over in auto and see if we can't speed things up just a smidge. Thought about swinging down there and snagging hold of that white Western Star with the trailer, with the winch on the trailer, but I think trying to pull that along behind is what would likely tip that trailer over. Second it snagged on anything. I don't have a crane currently. It probably wouldn't be a good idea. Oh, it didn't like my length going the other way. What's it going to say this time? They're going to tell me everything's too big. It didn't like just the size of the atom by itself. All right. Swing around here and empty this load. We'll take the International up and get our concrete blocks. Cargo managed. 2 metal beams, 1 medium pipe, 1 service spare parts. And now, to go to International Paystar, go get our concrete blocks, get our partridge in the pear tree. Hold on, wait a second. Fuel station. We need to take this trailer. So, let's see if we can't sneak through here to get that trailer. Might as well take it with me while I'm heading that way, right? And for the most part, most of these haven't had any real upgrades done to them. Stock bare bones. Change the add-ons on them, but whatever engine they came with, whatever gearbox they came with. I did change the tires out on this guy. Gotta get that trailer tire up there. Yeah, the back doesn't want to do it. There we go. Starting to get dark on us again. I'm not going to worry about fuel right now because I do believe that the fuel station will be open once we drop this off. You know what? Let's go here. We're going to change the time of day though. Try to. That might be a bit too low. Kind of weird how you got to adjust the camera on here. We'll use one of those two. I mean, you do have the advantage once you got that bridge built of not having to go through this mess again. Come on. Get over the rock. Yeah, I think once we get loaded here, we'll have to bring it back around in the morning. Good night, Rio. Whatever you do, don't let the bed bugs bite. Well, how about whatever you do, don't get bed bugs. I know I was going to change the time of day, but not that dark yet. And I think we can probably get there. And once we get around this curve a little bit, fairly decent road all the way. And that's the main road right there up ahead of us. Broken down tunnel to the right, down to the left. That's too many rocks to pick up with the rock crawler. I think we just take the bulldozer through here and push them all off to the side. Look at that. Oh, don't know how you got that thing out of the swamp, but thanks a lot. Now the gas station can function properly. 320 XP, 3,800 cash, and a fully functional fuel station. Worst obstacle that you got to deal with is that thing. Cargo manager. 1 and 2. Cutscene. To actually learn how to use the roadcraft editor, making another sunken map. Sunken 2. Alright, construction of the concrete bridge. This bridge looks incredible. Thanks for the delivery, but we still got a lot more work to do. Check out the new contracts that we have for you. Well, let's bring daytime around. And what do we got? We have river trash, which is got a lot of trash to locate. Now, are we just locating it? Scout recommended. So I guess we're just locating it. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. we'll go ahead and accept all these now that they're all available. Deliver to the warehouse. Medium pipes ×1. Construction of the water tower. That's some small pipes and some service spare parts. Construction of the town. Okay. Must be, looks like the town's water tank, maybe. All right. Construction of the trailer store. That'll come in handy. And house in the coast. We got all those. I mean, we've only got one more task to complete. Interior aesthetics. So I will go pull out a scout. We will get this scout trailer delivered, and we will end the stream after we deliver that trailer. And we will do the rest of these, hopefully clear this up on Thursday and finish the region out. Let me know in the comments what you guys are thinking about it. Let Chester know in the comments what you're thinking about it. So he'll know which way you guys want to see him go with it. Okay, let's see now. Sunken 2, even more sunkier. I don't think sunkier is a word. A word? Huh. Words today. Can't pull a trailer with any of those little ones there. Can't pull a trailer with that. Yeah, I don't know if that, I don't. Oof. The Land Rover is a possibility. Give me 1 second. I gotta let the dog out while I figure out which scout I want to use. Let's take the Land Rover 90 out. Let's see what we can do to it. At 21,000. Put the big engine in. Gearbox. Snowrunner gearbox. Suspension. Raised. Tires. Ooh, those ones. We'll sell those ones. Oh, that better wait. Snorkel. Definitely got to have a snorkel on it. We'll go with that one. And we got to put the trunk repair supplies on just for the fun of it. Alright, we'll see how she does. Of course, I can get to town the easy way now. I don't got to go through the mud. So for all that, I probably could have took the Hummer. Of course, you still got to get past the broken road. Not such a problem for a bigger truck. Scout might be a bit of a struggle. I don't know. Well, there's one of the trash piles over there. If I wasn't pulling a trailer, I would drive up to it. Another trash pile. And it's not like the trash piles are that far or that hard to get to. Ugh. Uh-oh. Let me reset my chat real quick here, guys, because we should be doing some funky stuff again. Gonna make it international. Sunken in. For a house on the coast, we're going to need 2 wooden planks, 1 small pipe, and 1 cargo container. And a partridge in a pear tree. Alright. Hopefully he likes it. Thanks for the help. 160 XP, $2,000 cash. We'll accept that. We'll set our brake, turn our engine off. And with that, guys, we're going to end the stream there. Again, I thank you for watching. If you like what you see, hit that like button. If you really like what you see, feel free to share, comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Hit the little notification bell so you know when I go live. And again, I encourage comments here after the stream ends in the comment section to cheer Chester on, or if you have some ideas and suggestions for him, more than welcome. I appreciate it, he appreciates it, and until then, we will see you next time.